everybody, to another episode of Crypto Moose. My name is Mitchell Bouchard, and I am your crypto and NFT investor. So what we're going to talk about on this episode is the latest on the FTX situation. So I'm going to bring to your attention what is currently happening, what has happened briefly, and also where I see crypto going forward. What do I think this means for the entire space? So that's what we're going to do again here on the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's going to help us out to put out more content. So right now we have a market cap of 808 billion. We will refresh it just to make sure that we're on track here. So for those of you that don't know, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, look at that hair. My goodness. No wonder FTX collapsed. It wasn't just because of his haircut. It was also because of the fact that he was a scammer. All right. So basically what happened is that FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, they were taking people's money because they're an online exchange. So you would give them money. Imagine they're like a bank. You give your money to a bank. They take it. And then you go to withdraw your money. But they kind of messed everything up. So basically with FTX, the reason it collapsed, as far as we know, is that they were taking the money, sending it elsewhere, and the value of their coin plummeted. So the value of FTX was in their coin. Their coin basically crashed. They were doing sketchy things. They were doing fraud. And that's basically what happened. Other than that, it's still an ongoing situation, so we don't know. But effectively, it was, here, let's actually go to it. We'll even go to the FTT token. So let's look at it here. FTX, we should be able to see it. So here we go. We have 100% of FTT has fully unlocked since May 1st, according to FTT unlock schedules. So if we take a look at the all-around market of this coin, each coin was valued at about $50 for a little while. Now it's valued at $1, right? So this is really bad. So basically, this was an online exchange that had no regulation, because right now there's no regulation in the US. They were moving funds around, taking your dollars. If you were, hopefully, I mean, you can comment down below, but hopefully you were not using that as your online exchange. If you want to use an online exchange that I like, you could use Coinbase. Binance, hopefully they'll work out, but that's another story. But effectively, FTX, man, they just really messed things up. Let's actually go see if we can. I guess they don't really even have a website right now. That's not good. But yeah, I mean, FTX it was one of the largest crypto exchanges, and now it really hurt the market, because the problem with cryptos now, and this is what I wanted to really talk about just briefly. The thing is, there's no proper regulation in the US. So we have these online exchanges where, for example, I take $1,000 and I give it to an online exchange. I trust that I am able to convert those dollars for coins and that they're not doing anything sketchy with it. But right now there's no proper regulation, so we don't have proper audits. We don't have a proper structure to make sure that there's nothing sketchy going on. And that's effectively what happened with FTX. Now, there are other things being said that, you have guys like Kevin O'Leary that are saying, it collapsed because Binance sold and liquidated all of their FTT tokens, and there was all these buyout things. But I don't think that's what happened. I think he's trying to cover his butt a little bit here. FTX, they just didn't do things properly. And I think there's a lot more happening behind the scenes. Comment down below what you think happened. But I think Sam kind of scammed everybody. I mean, the guy's hiding in the Bahamas. There's all that going on. They had this supposed company, Alameda, where they were buying property with that company. So effectively, you were giving them money, and then that that money that you were giving them, they were just sending it away to Alameda, to another company. So there was things happening that just didn't make sense, right? So again, this is an ongoing situation. The news is all over the place. But even if you look at this, Sam Bankman-Fried, currently held in Bahamas prison, now plans to face the music and will not fight extradition to the U.S., report says. So there's a lot of report going on. Let's find the key moments here. Let's see here. So again, he's only 30 years old, so it's only a year older than myself. It's definitely sketchy, and it definitely has hurt the market. So what do I think is going to happen going forward? Number one, I believe there's going to be regulation. I really do. I watched a couple of the videos where you had basically Kevin O'Leary was talking to Congress, and they're definitely fed up with what's happening. But here's something I was thinking about. There's really a lot of different options. My thing is, I don't think the government knows what to do with crypto. Because if they do regulate it, which would be good for the market, none of this stuff would happen to the extent that it's happening. But that would mean that they would have to effectively acknowledge that cryptocurrencies have a place in the world. And I don't think they want to do that, because cryptos offer a lot of benefits that current banking system does not offer. You have faster transaction speeds. You do have the blockchain where it's well, at least with Bitcoin, it's decentralized. By the way, you should own a hardware wallet, right? You shouldn't be holding anything on online exchanges. This will wake people up, but ultimately, what I think is going to happen is they are going to regulate it, and I think it's going to be better long term. But for the next year or so, I think the market's going to be slowly going down, consolidating, going down. So this is the time, in my opinion, what I'm doing, I'm picking up more crypto. I am picking up a lot more crypto. So what am I going to pick up? Well, it's very simple. I'll show you my portfolio, actually, if it loads. I'm down. I'm doing pretty awful right now, I must say, but I'm transparent. I'm basically doing this video showing you, oh, this is how you lose all your money in crypto. All right, this is basically my portfolio. I also own other NFTs and stuff. So I'm down a lot. This is actually awful. I'm down 53% on ADA. I'm basically down 57%. But today we're 2022. I believe we're going to go higher. This is the time to get in. At least for me. That's what I'm doing. I'm not a trader. I'm a long-term investor. It's rough right now, but if you notice, when there's blood on the streets, meaning when there's chaos going on in the market, this is the time to get in. This is where you double, triple down. If you don't believe in it, just don't get into it. But I believe if you invest into the best top layer 1 projects in the layer 2s and 3s that you believe in, you will do okay. Cardano is not going to be this low forever. A meld is something to get. We are 86% down. I've only bought a little bit of meld. I was given a lot of meld, so I got into their ISPO, but Cardano, I've lost quite a bit of money in. Yeah, I mean, all of this looks pretty bad. That's because it is bad. But ultimately, I think what's going to happen is for the next 2 years, we're eventually going to see regulation. I really believe that. And then I think banks will see a hit if that happens too. But definitely comment down below what you think. I also wanted to bring up the idea that I really don't think they know what to do, because I wouldn't know what to do. Do you acknowledge that cryptos are what they are, or do you try to bring forth your own thing? I believe the US is going to bring in their own CBDC, their own central bank digital currency. I think that's going to happen. Only if you know what's going to happen. But definitely the FTX situation, I believe Sam Bankman-Fried and a few others scammed people out of a lot of money. I think Kevin O'Leary is going to be in trouble. That's just what I believe. And I think it's going to be rough for a year, but then it will get better. Now's the time to get it. Now's the time to get in, So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. We have online courses in the link in the description below. Love you all. Remember, if it's not your keys, it's not your cheese. Do not trust Sam Bankman-Fried.